Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 35. As always, I'm AJ.
I'm Aaron.
I'm Eb.
He's Eb.
Welcome back. Hope everyone had a good week.
What's up with Joe Biden these days?
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm a boomer, but craziest thing I found out was Chat GPT. I don't know.
Dude,
why.
yeah, you're a
That's right.
fucking boomer, bro.
Dude, I didn't even know about this until like recently.
You know what's crazy? Like, this won't even be relevant right now because like everybody watching knows about it. You're just fucking late.
Yeah, I know.
You're such a boomer, dude.
But dude, like, I mean, someone else brought this up, but like, I wish we had that when we were in school.
Yeah.
Because like I wouldn't have written any fucking essays. Like,
Yeah.
A bit fucking wild.
No, but there's that kid who made GPT-0, which basically catches like when a student uses Chat GPT.
yeah.
He's a Cornell student, but he made that program, and he's like public enemy number 1 right now.
So it basically catches if you know, like if you use Chat GPT, this program knows.
Well,
if
no, you use Chat GPT, and everyone fucking hates him right now because, you know, I mean, if you're writing an essay and you want to write it, you're probably gonna use Chat GPT. But because of this motherfucker, you're caught. But like
Yeah.
honestly, bro, you probably made a band, bro. Like, good for you. I mean, I'm not a student anymore, so I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's like
But I feel for them.
I feel, but at the same time, like, I don't feel. I would have felt harder if I was a student, but now that I've been graduated, I'm like, you know what? Make your money, bro. Like, dude, that dude probably made so much money. Because, like, the thing is, schools are, like, using it
Yeah.
to, like, you know, help with like, cheating prevention, whatever the fuck that means. So, we're all, like, kind of gamers, right? We've, like, grown up playing games. Well, like, gaming for all of us is, like, a way to, like, unwind and, like, chill out. Just hang out with the boys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
yes.
okay.
Sorry.
I was just making sure.
I was
everyone
nodding
agreed.
in agreement.
Oh,
Just
okay, okay.
verbally say it.
I just wonder, like, when did the switch happen where like gamers became cool? Because I'm seeing a lot on my fucking For You page and shit where like all these e-girls are simping over guys who are like good at Valorant. But like, dude, when we were in high school, like, dude, if you were fucking like diamond in League, no one gave a fuck. Like, that's like negative pussy points. It was literally just not a plus for you. But now I feel like if you're good at Val or something, it's like a plus.
I mean, that's only a plus for like e-girls and shit, no?
Yeah,
Yep.
but there's the number of e-girls outright. Like, think about it. What I really wanted to ask, and this was the segue to it, but it's like I've been seeing like e-dates where like people will like date on like Discord, like have a date on like Discord, and I just don't understand that concept. It's like it's all the COVID kids, you know, like who grew up with Zoom and shit, but like they're having dates on like Discord, and I'm like, how is that even possible?
Wait,
Like,
what?
Okay, I think it's two things. Okay. I think the first thing that happened was people would play like esports, so like competitive League, Fortnite, whatever bullshit you're playing. And then they realize like, oh, I can make like serious money doing this shit. You know what I mean? And it's like a career path that I can pursue. And like with the e-girl shit, it's kind of like, I mean, like it's sort of relative to like athletes, you know, where like athletes, they provide like whatever you can, but this is just more of like the newer age of like athletes.
that's what I'm saying though. But when did that switch happen? Because when we were playing games harder in high school and shit, like that was not cool. That you were a nerd.
I
I would play League with Noah, if you guys remember him.
Oh my god, that's a name I haven't heard in a minute.
Oh, I was tight with that guy, dude. I would play League with him, bro.
Wait, the short kid?
Yeah, the super short guy. I
Oh
was
my
tight with
God.
the guy in robotics. Yeah, I was so tight with him, and we play League all the time.
Damn.
But like that was the League crowd. I would be playing with like Noah shit. That was the League crowd. But now it's like all the cool kids are like playing fucking Val and shit, and I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Maybe I think like the first start of it was like COVID.
Yeah, I feel like it happened around that time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like people were like indoors and it's like you can't play anything, you can't play sports. Like what else are you gonna do besides play games?
Go touch some grass.
Or like we couldn't at the time.
No, but everyone who is an e-boy or girl, go touch some grass.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah. Grass is good for you.
Benjamin.
Yeah, Ben is a clear-cut example. This motherfucker doesn't touch grass. He gets sick every fucking 2 months. So just go touch some grass. It's good for you. Go on a hike. Go on a walk.
But yeah, I think COVID probably started it. Like at the end of the day, I feel like this wouldn't have happened if everybody in the fucking world wasn't locked up in their house, or it would have happened like much later.
Yeah. I feel like COVID just expedited it.
Yeah,
It was like a niche category that people fucking
Yeah.
grew up in.
They just blew it up harder.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like similar to that. I feel like I feel like I'm in an English class. I feel like the work from home culture
It's fire.
blown the fuck up, dude.
It's
like
fire.
nobody thought that was like a thing back in the day, but now everybody wants a fucking work from home job, dude.
I'm not gonna lie. If you are a longtime fan, you would remember that around a year ago, I said I don't like work from home because we talked about this, and I said I don't like it because I want to interact with people. But I retract my statement. I love it.
Yeah,
I fucking love it.
which is like kind of like sad in a sense where like you don't get the face to face that like you normally would
Nah, but
in
fuck
the
that.
OG days. But honestly, the benefits and the
Outweighs.
ease of use and stuff, super simple.
Yeah, I don't think it hit me until like my past job where when we filmed the last podcast where we talked about work from home, I was fully work from home. But this current job, I have to go in sometimes. But those days where I have to go in sometimes, I dread that shit so much. Where it's like, fuck this. So it made me appreciate work from home even more. But now I love work from home. And I will never work a job again where I have to go into an office.
The only negative I see of like this sort of pathway is that we're all gonna become Wall-E motherfuckers sitting on a chair and like interacting everything through sitting down.
I don't think so though. Because the thing is, like, if you're going into an office every day, like, people at your office are your friends. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you can make friends at an office, but they're not like your friends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But all work from home allows is like, you have set hours with like your work people. So let's say you have an hour meeting. That's an hour that you just interact with your work people and then you're done.
I
But then if you're in an office, the difference is, let's say you have an hour meeting, you're in that hour meeting, and then after, let's say you're getting water or whatever, your fucking coworker's right next to you, you have to like small talk and shit. But the work from home cuts that all out of the picture. Like, it cuts all the bullshit, all the small talk, all the like, while you're waiting in line for food, like you have to like make up some shit to talk about. Like, it cuts all that out of the picture, which I think is just so nice.
I think like for time management purposes, like yes, it makes your time more valuable and more like efficient in that sense. So now we were talking about like, okay, Aaron's dead.
No, I'm listening. I can hear. Don't worry.
You know how we were talking about like, you know, everyone's like work from home, everyone's more virtual, e-girls, all this shit. How would you feel if you're talking to a girl like you've met online or whatever, and she says, I want to have an e-date?
I mean, I'd be open to the idea initially, but like, if it continues to be like an e-date for like maybe 6 months, then I don't know. Like okay, maybe 6 months is too long.
I get what you mean though. Like
Yeah,
2 months,
yeah.
1 month, like
Yeah, I don't know the fucking time span, but
yeah, I feel
like
like
eventually I'd need to see him in person.
yeah, I feel like if you're doing like Zoom calls and all this bullshit, like FaceTimes, whatever, you can kind of hide the bullshit. You know, like the mannerisms or like whatever you're doing. You can hide it a little easier, and like I don't know, it's a little different in person versus like virtual. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, for sure. It's like you don't see their body language. You don't
Yes.
see like a lot of the things that they do.
Yeah. Which like in a sense, like I think it's cool that like we're able to do that. But at the same time, I think like when it comes to stuff like that, like dating and or whatever, like you can't like shortcut those things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for a fact.
Yeah.
I mean, but like, let's say you do like FaceTime and all that shit. Like, you could kind of see.
No, for sure.
How the other person is.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you can for sure pick those things up, but like, in person, you can 100% pick those things up.
Oh, so like you're saying like it's not like one to one.
Right.
Okay.
But I also value like physical touch and all that shit. So like,
No, I mean
it's a little bit more like,
for my case though.
yeah. Valid. Yeah. Great point.
I agree. I agree with everything mentioned. E-dates suck, yes.
Wait,
Would you go on an e-date?
No.
Really?
never.
What?
You would not go on an e-date.
No.
That's valid.
So what reason?
Everything he said. I agree. I concur with AJ.
Another question I have, just because this is going off my fucking dome. Do you think it's bad that like, I mean, I think we've talked about this before, but do you think it's bad that like the way that the current world is going, like we only meet people through like dating apps?
Dude, 100%.
Really?
I mean, I feel like if you meet somebody organically, it's just like people judge people less off of like first appearances and all that shit.
Right.
Like they genuinely get to know the person and then like see all the aspects of them. But just going off of straight dating profiles, they see your height, your looks, and then they just like go like, okay, he's attractive. I'll swipe right.
Yeah. And it's not even that. It's, I feel like for Instagram, like whatever, like all this for like online stuff, like everyone is like portraying like their best version of themselves.
Yeah.
And so like, let's say I like someone and like, I think that they're really cool based off their profile. Like that's like a fake, not fake, but like a elevated way of who they are instead of like who they are really deep down.
No, I definitely think it's fake in the sense that like they try to put their best foot forward and like they only show the positive aspects of them.
Yeah.
Even though like their neutral aspects might be something that somebody is attracted to, they don't have an opportunity to present that. And like, it's just.
Yeah. And it's like, don't get me wrong. Like, even if you do meet organically, like obviously you're going to like put your best foot forward initially. Like just, you know, you don't want to like be weird, but at the same time, like a little, not fake, but like kind of.
No, it's kind of shallow.
Yeah. Shallow. That's the word I was looking for. Shallow. Yeah. And I feel like we've kind of lost touch with that stuff, which is kind of shitty. But at the same time, like I get it. Like it's easier to meet these people these way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also with like dating apps, I feel like people have access to like
Hundreds
so many
of people.
Yeah, exactly. And like it's so easy to quantify people into like categories.
Yeah.
Which like.
Yeah. It's the shitty part. Aaron?
I agree.
Dude, word.
Facts. You turn into bed in this podcast.
Agreed. What you guys said, valid. I concur. So in this day and age of, you know, virtual life,
Okay.
we've all been experiencing life in a more virtual means. You know, we play games together. We're on Discord. I feel like Discord really blew up after COVID because everyone's trying to connect digitally. But I think it takes away from the human experience
Okay.
in like real life, you know?
Yeah.
And I think pre-COVID, I don't want to say like took Discord for, like Discord wasn't the forethought of like, oh, I'm going to hang out with my friends.
Yeah.
You know, it was more of the back of the mind, damn, I can't meet up with my friends. Let me just hop on Discord. But now it's like, oh, dude, I'm going to hang out with my friends and just hop on Discord.
All right.
But as people like us who have, you know, experienced that pre-life, that pre-Discord life, what are some of the like live human experiences with your friends that you miss?
That was, I'm not gonna lie.
That was deep.
I'm not gonna lie, like a little long in terms of like whatever, but in terms of like transition, 10 out of 10.
I fuck with dude. That was fucking good, bro.
I felt like I was in speech class or
Yeah.
10.
Wow.
I knew it was gonna be long, but I was like, you know what? I see the angle. I see it. I saw the light. I was like, I know I can get there. It's gonna be a little bit long, but you gotta trust me. You gotta trust the process.
Speech 100.
You gotta trust the process.
For me, I think it was my first countdown rave with everybody.
Ooh, that was a good one though.
I don't think like I can beat that. I mean, like I've had like similar experiences, but like there's something different when like we've all never like sort of partied / raved together.
Yeah, that was our first time like meeting up together and going
Yeah.
to an event.
Yeah, that like is a core memory I'll have for sure.
But do you think kids now, like all the COVID kids, right? All the kids who graduated high school or college during COVID, and then they go to their first rave, do you think it's even better for them?
It might be.
Because think about it, they were like in confinement. They were like, fuck, like I'm like locked into my fucking room. I have to talk to this fucking computer all day. This is how I have to like interact with my friends. And as soon as like COVID like freed up, let's say they went to their first rave, I feel like that'd feel even better.
But on the contrary, I think because they're so comfortable with being virtual and like meeting up with each other, some of them might feel uncomfortable being like, this is too much.
Oh, that's true.
I guess like the super introverted people, maybe not.
Yeah.
No. But like to AJ's point, I feel like even extroverted people have become more introverted because of this virtual life.
Yeah.
So I feel like they may not, even those people may not be comfortable going to something like that.
I view it like this. Before COVID and everything, we already had real life experiences and like those were fun for sure. But like when you go to an event like Countdown, it elevates it even higher. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, I think for us, because we've already experienced the pre-COVID lifestyle where like we already interacted with each other. And now that we've gone through the COVID pandemic bullshit, I think it's like, now we value the time we have together in person more than like the virtual shit, because it's like the virtual shit will never match with like the real life stuff.
That's crazy that he's saying that.
Yeah, bro. Ain't no way this is AJ.
I know, ain't no way. This guy does not give two shits about seeing people in person.
But if it's a girl,
if it's a girl, then yeah. Exactly. If it's a girl.
I mean, like deep down, that's how I feel.
yeah. I mean,
Okay, maybe not deep down, but like it's definitely like 50% of like my mindset.
Interesting.
it's been growing a little bit.
Yeah, but you know,
I mean,
it is
maybe
what it is.
maybe
is
not.
It is what it is. But you
feel
guys,
like-
oh, continue.
You go.
No, I was just gonna say you guys didn't share your like favorite.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, I feel like things now, though, are pretty much same pre-COVID.
Yeah,
Like, I don't
True.
think anything's different now.
but I think we value it more because we were locked up for a little bit.
Yeah. Like, we had to go through that shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though. I think if we all had like free time, we would do a lot more spontaneous shit. But since we're like,
None of us are busy, Ben.
Yeah,
Literally
we're
none
not,
of
like,
us are busy.
we're really not like grinding.
Yeah,
that
we're
hard,
not.
to be honest with you.
Don't even cap.
Like I know I could put like 100% more effort.
You got out of your room at 5 p.m. today.
no. What do you mean? I ate breakfast.
Okay, yeah, you got out of your room. You got out of your room around 1 to eat breakfast, went back, and then came out at 5.
Hey, it was 11. It was 11.
You wouldn't even come out if I didn't come into your room first. I walked into the room, I was like, Ben, what the fuck you doing, bro?
No. My door was open when you came out.
It wasn't. I opened it.
I came home at 2 and then your door was closed.
Yeah, I opened it. I opened your door.
I mean, shit. Ain't no more words, bro.
Anyways, what were your guys' favorite like events and stuff?
I mean, one core memory I had was when we went to like the Santa Monica Beach.
What the fuck was that?
This was in fucking. This was like.
Oh, we threw
high
it in the
school.
water?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like we got all our homies and we started playing like beach volleyball. We did the stupidest shit on the beach and shit.
Yeah.
wow! I completely forgot that even happened. But
I
that
don't know
was
why,
nice-
but like that was like a core memory for me.
damn.
That was fucking fun.
Oh, mine was a rave and yours is like more wholesome.
I think mine is also Countdown, though.
Mine would have been Countdown, but like since you said
Just, like,
Countdown, I
change it
didn't
up.
want to do the same thing.
I mean, okay, I'll like, agree. Like collectively, Countdown for sure, probably.
Yeah.
I think so.
But like,
But other than Countdown, does anyone else have? Okay, the beach was a good example.
I think I miss college and going out multiple times every weekend and like just not giving a fuck about what I have to do.
That's valid because I feel like we still go out relatively often, but we still like have that in the back of my mind. Like,
It's always like, for example, if it's Sunday, I'm like, fuck, I have work tomorrow. Sometimes it'll be a Friday, and then AJ will say he has work tomorrow. And then even though like it's probably top of mind for him, I still think about it because I'm like, fuck, like that means we can't all stay out that long.
yeah.
So I feel like that's what I kind of miss, where like in college, like everybody can go out on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and like no one gives a fuck because everybody's on the same like page. It's like, fuck it. If one of us has class, like everyone has fucking class, bro. It's like fine. Like even if you have an 8 a.m., like dude, like fucking just skip it. Like I don't know, like everyone was going through the same shit, so like it's fine. But I feel like after college, it's not. It's different. Some people are working fucking 12 hours a day. Some people are work from home. It's like everybody's on a different schedule, which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so easy to make plans back then.
Yeah.
Just imagine when we all have families, and then it's even more. So, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but like,
No. I mean, a family's a good thing, but like,
no, yeah, but
Yeah.
it's
it just sucks that we can't spend quality time with everybody. You know, like the same time.
Yeah. But I think when you're that age and you have a family, like your priorities will change. Like
yeah,
we don't have a family now, so we can't allocate that time where we would have to a family to anyone else. So where are we going to spend it? It's either to ourselves or our friends or your significant other if you have one. But I feel like when you have a family, it's like you'd want to spend a majority of your time on that. And I don't think anyone can give you shit for wanting to do that.
no, for sure,
Yeah. So I feel like we probably, we're just not there yet. But
yeah.
it will be sad once like, we start to slowly get there and like, we lose touch. But I don't think that has to be the case though. I mean, like think about like family friends. Like that just shows that like,
I just think the frequency would probably be less.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
like, I mean, you're already occupied with other stuff. So.
yeah. I mean, frequency would be less, but I think the things you can do are more. Like as an example, like I feel like with my family friends, I have a lot of memories of like going on trips.
Right.
So it's not like we're getting fucking drunk every weekend, right? But
It's like a different type of fun.
yeah, it's like if you're going on a trip every like 6 months, like that's still really cool. That's really fun. And like, like let's say 10 years from now, obviously 10 years from now, we're not going to be drinking every weekend like we do now. But let's say 10 years from now, we're going to Cabo with our families.
Then you feel it even more.
Yeah, it's like cool.
holds more weight.
Yeah, it's like damn, that's crazy. Like we're in fucking Cabo
Yeah.
with our kids and shit. So I feel like it's just a different level of fun.
Because we were talking about like our first events and most core memories. Like, what is your advice for first time ravers?
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, number one I could think of is Camelback or like,
Yeah,
hydration.
Have water.
Hydration's number one key.
yeah, it gets really hot in there.
Yeah. And like musty. And you don't want to be like fiending off other people's water because that's just dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think mine is buddy system. Like you go inside, you're gonna have no service. So
Oh, for sure.
at least stick with one person at all times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not lost in the sauce.
Yeah, don't get lost in the sauce. That would be not fun.
Yeah. And also it like puts pressure on like the group where they're like,
100%.
where the fuck are these people? And
Yeah.
then it's like kind of fucked.
Remember that countdown?
Which one?
Like the most.
That countdown.
No, okay.
Very specific,
There's-
Benjamin.
Like we went with like the fucking Alvin's group and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's some random dude who just wandered off, and
Yeah.
they spent like 3 hours trying to find
Yeah.
their friend. But
That's just fucked.
Yeah.
Mine would be bring a fan. We talked about we talked about hydration and all this bullshit. Like it actually gets fucking hot in there. Like even in countdown, like and when it's like raining and pouring outside, like it gets hot as fuck. Bring a fan. And also like the fan is useful for like if you're trying to snake your way through the crowd, like you can fan people. Get the fuck out of there, So like it's actually a good investment.
yeah, also like keep track of your belongings while you're going in through the crowd, because like I feel like people yoink shit while you're going through, especially.
For sure.
Once you get into like a pocket, you might be fine, but like on the way there, I feel a lot of hands just like
Touching you,
slipping through.
yeah, for sure.
And we coming in with the heat.
Plur, baby.
Yeah.
Well, on the plur thing,
Oh, okay.
I feel like TikTok has ruined raves, bro.
Oh my god.
100%.
Dude, there's so many fucking people that like don't give a fuck about the
100%,
music.
dude.
They're just there to be
Straight
there.
up, they're just trying to hit on people. They just push their way through the crowd, bro.
Yeah.
Pisses me the fuck off.
And they're like,
They don't even say anything.
They'll literally go to you like, "What is this song?" I'm like, "Do you don't know Galantis?"
Okay. I don't mind people asking for songs because they're interested. You know what I
Right,
mean?
valid.
But like, I guess if you see somebody just vibing out and then you interrupt their vibe, that's when it becomes a problem. But like, yeah.
I just think there's too many people at raves now who are dickheads.
Yeah,
fact.
there's no like plur, bro. There's no literal no plur.
I feel like back when, honestly, I mean, even when we first started raving, like we were probably not in like the peak plur era.
For sure.
But even then, like I never went to a rave and felt like I need to fight someone today.
Yeah.
I just felt like I'm gonna go and everyone here is feeling how I'm feeling, which
Yeah.
is I'm having a good time. You know, I'm happy, and I'm just glad I get to see this artist and listen to this music, and see these visuals and have a great time. But I feel like nowadays I go and I'm like, all right, how many fucking people are gonna bump into me today and not say excuse me?
For a fact, dude. Like at least like 5 minutes, I would just feel somebody shoving me. And I'd just have to look over and go like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I think it's good for like the whole rave scene that like TikTok is blowing it up because like it's good
Yeah,
exposure.
it supports the artist for
but
sure.
but at the same time, like if you're gonna go to these things, like kind of like learn about like like the
culture.
etiquette. The
Yeah.
etiquette. Like it's just like the most basic thing you can do.
Do you think though it's just like how kids are nowadays?
That might be it, dude. I don't know.
Like, are they just more rude? Well, okay, let's be honest. We were all more rude / savage in high school, right?
No, for sure.
Like, I think that's a fact. But do you think like that is just what kids are like nowadays? Like, people just don't give a fuck.
I feel like that is part of it, but at the same time, like as sad as this is, I feel like we're just getting old, and we're becoming those like slowly but surely becoming those grandpas that are like these kids are fucking wild.
I don't know about that because like I'd argue if we had like our first countdown, like let's say we're the same exact age, but like we went to our first countdown this year, I feel like we would feel a lot more shoving and pushing. It's
Yeah.
not like our perspective. It's more like
Yeah,
it became somewhat mainstream and it just brought a whole bunch of different people who didn't know EDM into
Yeah.
the mix and they just like don't understand.
No, I agree with that because even our first countdown, that was Porter, right? Porter?
Yeah.
Porter was
yeah,
the
yeah.
countdown. Even then, I remember feeling sardined. Like, I was
Yeah.
packed, but no one was shoving me. That was just a matter of like, there's so many people in this crowd and it's just crowded. But no one, I didn't feel like someone was pushing me. I felt fine. But nowadays, it's like, not only is it packed, but people are shoving. Like,
for sure.
everyone is pushing you and like not saying excuse me or sorry or whatever.
Yeah,
But yeah.
yeah, that's kind of. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it is what it is.
It's still fun.
It's still fun, a little bit less, a little bit more tiring, but fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of enjoy going out to like these smaller events more recently. Like compared to like going to like a whole ass rave, just because of the fact that like there's less people. I feel like I have my own space too,
Yeah.
but like I still get to enjoy the artists that I'm paying to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Fragan though. Because
We don't speak of that.
you were that guy.
No.
You were that guy at Fragan.
You were the guy where like, oh my God.
Yeah, you're the guy we're talking shit about right now at Fragan.
Hey, but ISO was fun.
Dude, you were trying to fucking fight some people that were like 6'2".
no.
Bruh.
Yeah, okay.
Don't
fine,
say
fine,
nah,
fine,
bro. I
fine,
literally
fine,
solved my own. I had to hold you back so hard. I was like, Ben, what the fuck are you doing?
Yo, tell me that wasn't justified though.
Okay. If they were like not 6'2", and like they both didn't have their shirts off and we could clearly see how buff they were, then yeah, justified. But the thing is, they were fucking huge, 6'2" motherfuckers, taller than both of us. And this motherfucker like shoving him with his bows like this. And I'm like, Ben, I get your frustration, but now is not the time. Like, you just have to suck it up right now, dude. Like,
You gotta pick your battles. Man.
yeah, you gotta choose your battles wisely, bro. That was just not it. Because they were clearly like fuming. Like, those two kids were about to fight. And then you just were like, yeah, fuck it, let me join too. I was like, no, Ben, I'm not trying to do this. Because the thing is, if you fucking start throwing hands, then I have to start throwing hands. And I'm like, fuck, dude, I didn't want to do this in the first place. Like, that's why I don't even remember, but I was holding you on like with my fucking full force. I was like, Ben, don't fucking
No,
do it,
as
bro.
soon as your arm went in front of me, I was like, oh shit. Yeah.
And see, okay, what we were talking about, you're the problem. You're the problem.
No. I don't do anything unless somebody does something to me or you.
Yeah, agreed. I agree. Well, also, I think it's only when you're drunk.
Yeah.
When you're on anything else but
But
drunk.
yeah.
When you're not drunk, you're not like that.
Yeah.
It's
That was a carrot.
No, I think it's only when I like get very fucking drunk though.
yeah. That kind of leads me to a topic, but like what drunks are all of us? Like, what type of drunks are all of us?
I'm for sure the pass the fuck out drunk.
Yeah, AJ is the type who drinks and will just cash the. Well, no. Let me give you the AJ
Spectrum.
Yeah, the walkthrough. Takes a couple drinks, horny,
Oh,
straight horny. Couple more drinks, knocked out. Knocked out.
that's valid.
That's the AJ.
Yep.
No, I'd argue there's like a clown AJ in between there.
For like
A little bit.
Okay, you're right. I think it goes clown, horny, pass the fuck out. Because AJ does clown a lot when he like is like. I think AJ clowns a lot when he's buzzed. Like he'll start like dancing and like doing like making like stupid faces and like make everyone laugh, and then he just gets really fucking horny. And then after the horniness and he realizes he's not gonna get his dick wet tonight, he's just like, nah, let me sleep.
No, here's my POV. Like, I'm clowning. I'm like, good time. I notice one girl. I'm like, oh shit. And then I'm like, oh, it's not happening. Sleep.
Yeah. Agreed. I think that's true.
That's my POV.
All right, what about you, Aaron?
I don't really know. Well,
I think you're just like the happy, have a good time drunk.
Yeah. I don't think I get sad.
No, you don't get
No,
sad. You don't get angry.
I don't get angry
I think
unless
past the
someone provokes me.
True.
When I'm angry.
I think you get belligerent if you're like fucked up enough, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think I will.
Not like fighting people, but more of like, we do fun.
Let's do something stupid.
Yeah. No, I agree. I don't think you've seen me that many times like that, but I'm sure AJ has. But even then, he probably hasn't seen me that many times. Just
Because
because,
he
like,
blacked out.
well, just because my tolerance is higher. But I think that's true. I think when I get really drunk, I'm just trying to do stupid shit. Like
Yeah.
I will like run through a glass window head first
Yeah.
if I'm like that drunk.
Climb a fucking wall.
Yeah, exactly. I'll do shit like that when I'm like really, really drunk.
Yeah.
Benny boy.
All right.
Ben's a fun one.
I feel like when I'm buzzed, I get a little bit more hyped. Like I have a lot more energy and
Okay, when
shit.
you're buzzed.
Yeah.
The word is
When you're
buzzed.
buzzed. Yeah, when you're buzzed. Agreed.
And then when you're drunk,
I get buzzed and happy, but when I'm drunk,
Yeah, you want to fight everyone.
no. I don't
Yes,
wanna
you do.
fight everyone, bro.
We have too much evidence of this.
I don't know. I just get fucking crazy. I get crazy. That's all I can say.
you literally like your 6 foot energy fucking shows when you're fucking drunk.
Yeah.
Like, why can't you just do that when you're sober?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Facts.
Liquid courage.
which I think, like, I mean, like, besides the whole fighting people shit is like a good thing.
Okay, I only fight if I'm provoked.
No, but I don't think you realize that when you're that drunk, you're actually provoking.
Yeah.
Okay,
You just
okay.
don't
That,
think-
that was Fred again, right?
No.
That was only Fred again?
No.
Was it
Oh,
not?
bro, dude, you were trying to fight Justin in line at Terracotta. I don't even know if you remember that.
No
but
way.
Dude, I was watching you.
Oh, was it the chest bumping thing?
Yeah.
I don't think I was trying to fight him.
No, you were definitely provoking him because I was sober as
Okay, I
fuck.
was provoking him for sure, but like
That's what I'm saying.
it was as a joke.
Okay, to your drunk self, sure. But Justin was not like taking it as a joke. And I knew that to be like, no, Ben's fucked up right now. Don't do this.
Yeah. He was like, get the fuck off.
Yeah. Like he was not taking it like lightly. Which is the same as Fred again. You thought everyone was just holly jolly, like I'm having a good time, but this motherfucker's out here like fucking throwing bows and shit. And I'm like, no, that's not what happened, Ben. Like you were being aggressive.
All right, I need to cut off, bro. That's what I get
No,
from this.
like you can get that drunk just like
no,
obviously,
I can't control myself when I'm drunk, bro.
Yeah, you can. I just think,
you need to like do it more often, I think.
yo, honestly, I didn't think that would come out of anyone's mouth but mine. But he said it, so
You need to do it more often so you can learn how to control it.
I agree. Though I think if you, okay, this is such bad advice, but like I mean, it's good advice at the same time. But it's like you do it enough times and you realize how like fucked up you are.
Yeah.
Like, you just the thing is, I feel like you just don't know your limit because you got so fucked up that one time in Purdue and you had you fucked up. And I'm sure you were like subconsciously holding yourself back. But now that you're living with us, like obviously you can let loose because we're your close friends. We're not gonna
Yeah. I mean, I know one of y'all would knock me out if it comes down
exactly.
to
Like
it.
we're not gonna let you do that type of shit. So I think you're slowly letting yourself go. But you just gotta understand that like that's kind of inside you. But you just have to know like, all right, I just can't get that fucked up.
Unleash my demons.
Yeah. You can't. You just can't get that fucked up. No, but I know people in
Yeah.
like college and shit who have been known as like belligerent drunks, and like they'll like try to fight everyone, but then they've like calmed down. But it's because like they know that like all right, like I'm being a fucking menace. Like
Yeah.
I need to chill out.
Yeah.
I think you just like kind of held it back for too long, just because obviously your incident was a lot worse than any other person's incident. But now that you're kind of like slowly unleashing it, you just have to realize like, all right, dude, like I gotta like kind of tone it back a little
Wait,
bit.
can I ask when I'm like with you guys? Has that ever happened when it got like blackout, like anywhere close?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Because I have blacked out at this apartment, like
Yeah.
just inside.
I don't think you have. I just think you're like,
No, I don't think you've blacked out in this apartment. I think the times you're thinking about is when you get crossed. But I think that's a totally different Ben. Because I think you get much more like mellow and stupid when you're crossed. Rightfully so though. Like that's me too, like everyone gets fucking kind of slow and shit. But I think when you're just drunk, like you've had nothing but alcohol, you're not slow, right? Like you're still like pumped up and shit.
Yeah.
I think that's when it's like, all right, like you got 6 foot energy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just use it more when you're sober.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to fight people, but like the
Yeah.
other stuff.
Or just use it for like some fun shit, but not fight. Like
Yeah.
I would love to see you, caveman a beer, but just don't throw elbows.
Yeah. Utilize that energy in positive ways.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it'd be more fun.
Yo, you gotta tell this to my drunk self, bro. I don't think right now I'll fucking process it.
You know what's crazy though? I try and tell you when you're drunk, you just don't listen.
I'm sober.
That's what.
That's exactly what he said.
Yeah, that's Ben's favorite thing to say.
I'm not
when
drunk.
he's fucked up. Yeah.
I'm good, dude.
Yeah.
Slap me.
Yeah. I think I didn't know that about Ben though until Fred again. Like usually when people say they're sober, I trust them. I'm just like, all right, you know yourself like more than I know you, so sure you're sober. But until Fred again, I realized, damn, this motherfucker's capping to me.
That's facts.
Yeah. He'd say he's sober and like I trust him. And then other people tell me, dude, your friend is fucked up.
All right.
And I'm like, what the fuck are you saying, bro? You don't know my homie like I do. Then I learned that the hard way. I almost got into fucking 2 fights because you.
Yo, I ain't gonna cap. I did have a memory where I was like, okay, I'm gonna tell Aaron I'm sober because I don't want him to miss the concert, but you missed it anyway, bro.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
No, I think you told me that. I think like when you were fucked up, you were like, bro, I just didn't want to ruin like your experience for you. I was like, bitch, like you fucking did it. Like nothing different, bro. Like I could have enjoyed it from the back if you just said you're drunk. But motherfucker, I had to fucking try and fight 2 different groups because your fucking ass wouldn't admit you're fucking drunk.
That's just funny.
Oh man.
Oh fuck, dude. I just had a flashback, bro. I was like, Ben, sober up, and then I don't remember anything else.
One thing about AJ, I will say too, is his like drunk, I guess like progression depends on who he's with.
Oh, for sure.
Oh my god.
Like if he's with the boys, it goes straight clown, 30 minutes, pass out. But if he's with like girls or like new girls or even new people, I've never seen AJ's tolerance. AJ has low tolerance. Like, well, actually not anymore. He has average tolerance. Like, to be honest, like it's completely normal. It's normal, like for the most part. But when he's with like new people, especially girls, this motherfucker can drink like a tank, and then he'll act fine, bro. He'll be completely fine, and I'll be like, AJ, where's his energy when like it's just the boys? Like, dude, like
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm trying not to be
Stupid.
I feel like there's like a uncomfortability level where I have to like put a front on, if that makes sense.
I mean, you did that with Ailey too. You're like,
Yeah,
your
that's
school
facts.
friend.
No, but with Ailey, it's more of like I'm trying to prove this fucker that like, you know what I mean? Like it's
Oh, it's like an ego thing.
It's like I mean, he's younger than us, so it's like the little.
Oh,
it's like a little bro.
you got to big bro him.
I'm trying to be like, yo, like stop being a pussy.
No, I feel.
But like, yeah, like with people our age and or like close homies and shit, I'm baby.
I think it's just so funny when like there's girls involved though. AJ will just be like sitting there like acting all sober. He's so sober. But I just saw him pound like 8 shots. And like, I know he's spinning, bro. This motherfucker's spinning.
No,
he's just like,
for sure.
yeah.
No, for sure in my head I'm like I'm about to yak, but but like I can't.
You know what's funny about AJ though? Like I can't even name a single point where he was like so fucked up because I've just seen AJ so fucked up so many times. Like from being passed out on the floor to like fucking yakking everywhere. Like I've seen it all.
I ain't gonna lie though, AJ's tolerance ever since I saw you move out with him, that shit went skyrocketing, bro.
No, AJ's tolerance for sure went.
Like-
I can
It's a
fully
fucking alcohol boot camp. It's fucking bullshit. It's a Monday and they're like, this is a drink. This is a drink. I'm like,
Beer cart?
what the fuck? I'm trying to sleep.
I work tomorrow. AJ, come on, don't be a pussy.
Yeah, literally. That's literally what it is. I'm like, I guess.
No, but it helps in social interaction.
Yeah, it does.
It's a good thing. It's a net positive.
Yeah, no, for sure. I just think in the moment, I'm like, but then like after you get a few drinks in me, I'm like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a net positive.
think about it like 2 years down the line. You won't go like, shit.
No,
bro."
no, for sure.
Yeah, that's our argument every time.
Sound like me. I like that. 2 years down the line, he's not gonna remember it. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, you're gonna remember the good times you have with your friends.
Exactly. Preach. Father Ben.
Speak your truth. Slay.
I got it from the Bible of Aaron.
Aaron 3:16. Thou shalt drink if you want to have good time.
I think I really do live by that though. Like I feel like no matter how like much you think you don't want to do it, like you have like let's say you have this roadblock in the way, right? Like like I have work tomorrow. Like that's a roadblock, right? Like you just will not remember that years down the line.
No, for sure.
But you'll remember that one time you got so fucked up before you had like I'm not gonna lie. This is a core memory that I have never forgotten and I still think about sometimes to this day. But there's a time where I went out with June and Johnny on a Sunday. And I had a meeting at 6 a.m. 6 a.m. on a Monday. And we went out on Sunday. I came back home at 3. So I got 3 hours of sleep and I was fucked up. I woke up drunk. But I went to the meeting and if it was any other night, that just would have been another work day for me. If I had just gone to bed and I would have been like, fuck man, that's another work day. And I wouldn't have remembered. But the thing is, I like to this day, this is like what, 2 years from today? But I still remember that one time I went out with June and Johnny where we stayed out till fucking 3. I came home and I had work at 6. And it's like, that's just a memory I can like tell my kids or like anyone. Like, it's just like, I did that.
That I see, you just have more experiences.
It's just another experience that I can jot down in my memory. And it's like a good time though. Like
Yeah.
in the moment, I'm sure when I went home at 3, I was like, fuck, dude, I am so fucked. Like if I don't wake up, I'm going to fucking lose my job. I'm sure I was thinking that. But hey, I did it. And now it's just, I look back and I'm like, wow, that was fun. Like I
Yeah.
can't believe I did that. Like that's really fun.
for the memes, bro. For the memes.
It's honestly for the memes. But I think I really, like, I don't know, structure my life that way. Like I just want to make sure everything I do now is something I can look back on and think, you know, that was a good time. I had fun.
Facts.
Yeah. You say facts, but you don't.
Yeah, oh no, I don't believe it. Well, no, I don't believe it. I understand where you're coming from. It's just hard for me to get like my mind around it.
Yeah. I think you have done it a couple times though.
No,
especially
that's true.
in K-Town. I don't think it happened that much in Irvine.
No.
But in K-Town, like there have been a couple nights where like you had work and then you
No, for sure.
But the whole time you'd be mopey and be like, oh, I don't want to do this, guys.
Soft cap 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not drinking any more than one beer. Okay.
And then I end up drinking like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
6 a.m.Fs, dude. Like,
Yeah, and then he's just like, yeah, I'm having a great time. And I'm like, no, motherfucker, I knew you'd have a great time.
no, I think it's more like I think over time I've realized like because like before I hadn't experienced that where like I'm fucked up and then I drink the night before and I go to work, but then I realized like over a few times that it's like really not that bad.
Yeah, like you'll live.
You'll live.
Yeah, you're not gonna you're not gonna get fired. Like, you'll live. You'll be fine.
Yeah, you're not gonna get fired unless you show up to work drunk.
Yeah.
True.
Then they'll be like, okay, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
But I mean, you know,
Wow, this was a very DJan podcast, but I liked
That
it.
was
good.
fun.
It was good.
good.
It was fun. I enjoyed talking about this. Shout out Bethany for another question. Bethany, you're the best. Should you first figure out your life / what you want to do / who you are before going into a relationship? Or is it okay to figure it out while being in a relationship?
I think you for sure should figure your shit out. Because I've been in the opposite end of like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, and then I was in a relationship, and the relationship takes up too much of your brain space for you to like really think about what the fuck is going on. I don't know why I'm saying this like this, because
Why? That was good.
no. I mean, it's good, but like evidence points to me not thinking like that.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I think it depends case by case.
Yeah,
dude.
I take that back. You're right. That was good, but like you don't live by that. I don't know.
No,
why
I
you're
don't
saying
live by that, but I think I've like sort of come to understanding that now.
Yeah.
More than I have before.
I mean, I think it's the most important to like get your first relationship experience to see what type of person you are.
Yeah.
Because like
I dragged that out a little bit long, but yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean, there are definitely people who could work on themselves while maintaining a relationship because like they go through the struggles together. But like you're more the type to like not give a fuck about anything else. You just care about the relationship.
I feel like for those people, like it really just depends on who you are as a person. Like,
Yeah.
For me, I can't do that. I can't focus on myself if someone else is there. But if like for other people, if you feel like you're able to do both, like then go for it, I guess.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm drunk again. No, but I think it is like case by case. You know, if okay, I'll say this first. But me personally, I would never get into a relationship unless I am set and ready. Just because I don't want to burden anyone with my problems when I can just figure them out myself. I'm sure they can help me with my problems, but like, you know, my significant other is not my therapist, you know, and they're not my life coach. They're not my career mentor, whatever. I have other people for that stuff, or I can find other people for that stuff. So I don't want to burden anyone with that when I can find help other ways. But I will say, like, you know, if you are someone who hasn't figured everything out, I don't think it harms you getting into a relationship as long as you can prioritize, like, hey, like, this is time for me to figure shit out and this is time for you. But if you can't prioritize that, then yeah, I don't think it's smart to get into a relationship.
Wait, on that same note though, like I feel like many people have problems like at any stage of their lives. And like when do you think is like the most appropriate time? Like what struggles do you need to get over before you head into a relationship yourself?
But that's case by case, right? Like again, like if
I'm asking you personally.
If I didn't have a job, I'm sure I could still be in a relationship and feel fine. Why? I'm not gonna like pester my girlfriend and like bring down the mood or whatever when we're on a date about a job, because I know myself I can find a job. Like I'll do it. It's not a problem. Obviously it is a problem because I'd be unemployed, but like I know that I will solve the problem. But if you are not someone who like has that clear-cut answer of like, hey, I can solve this problem myself, you don't need to do anything. Of course, if they want to help, then yeah, sure, offer me help. But like, if you have to rely on someone, I just don't think that's worth it.
They're like, what do you want to eat for dinner? And you're like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with my life.
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. But like, that's a good example though. Like you said that as a joke, but it's like, let's say, you know, your significant asked that, but like you're too like sad about your own life. Like obviously you wouldn't say, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing. Like you wouldn't say that, but like, let's say you can't even give a clear cut answer because all you're thinking about is like, how the fuck am I gonna get my life together? I think that's when like, okay, that you're just not ready for a relationship. Like, let's fix that part first, so you don't have to burden someone else. Like all that bullshit that like, you know, that's on your mind. But, you know, there, like if you are a person who, like, let's say she said, "What do you want to eat for dinner?" and you can give a clear cut answer as if like you did have a job, but you don't, and you're like looking for one, then I think you're fine. But yeah, case by case.
It just matters how big of the struggle you're going through.
For you though, it depends how big of that if it is for
Yeah.
you. Like there are
Yeah.
people who are unemployed that can find a girl. There are people who are unemployed and can't. You know, so it
Just
really-
because of that struggle. Yeah, I see.
It really depends on how you approach that problem and like
And how big of a problem you see it.
exactly. Yeah,
I see.
that's just my take though. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah,
That's a good question.
yeah. Who asked that?
Bethany.
Bethany.
Oh, good shit, Bethany. Thank you guys for watching episode 35 of the Bellowbois podcast. I'm not going to lie. I don't know what the first 30 minutes was about in this episode, but I hope it was good. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
He went AFK for 30 minutes.
I logged off. Yo, my mom ganked me. She shut off my Wi-Fi, bro. I was done.
AJ, I just want you to cut to the part where Aaron's knocked the fuck out.
No, let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
Hey, all the real fans know that I did the same thing last year.
Yeah.
I don't know what episode it was, but maybe this is a once a year type deal where I just logged the fuck off. I think that was funny though because it was just me and AJ. AJ was probably talking to himself.
Yeah, no, I had to cut it. I was like, dude, Aaron, go take a walk.
This shit was Bellowbois, dude.
No, the last time was so funny though because I just remember like being like this, and then I woke up and he just like, dude, I did the whole intro. And I was like, what? And then he's just like, dude, are you good? I'm like, no.
Oh, wait, was the episode you kept burping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
And then I
God.
went outside to take a walk. I came back. I ate ramen. I'm sure that was like a 40-minute delay because I was just so fucked up. But yeah, that was a part 2 of today. Thank goodness Ben was here, so we didn't have to like waste any time. And I just slept in peace. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, this is the 20 millionth time, but we launched a Patreon. We have exclusive episodes on there, and we also interact with all of you like a lot more frequently on there. I know me and AJ aren't good at like replying at like DMs or comments and shit, but on Patreon we reply to everyone, so just know that. But yeah, thanks for watching. Ben, anything to plug?
Nothing.
Solid.
All right.
Shout out to all of our Patreons. Plug in now.